Good day, good friends. Bobosi Ears here with some more Black-White Martyr Proc. This hand is... There's no guarantee we can play what we need to play here, though I do like the Cavern if this is a control deck. I don't think I can risk it on the play, though, and we're going to go down this. I like this. I like this a lot. We do have to get rid of the Cleansing Nova, very likely, but Double Path is really good if our opponent is any sort of deck that relies on creatures. It also protects us from combo. The only thing this is bad against is Tron, and that just is what it is. I guess it's a little vulnerable to discard, but not terribly so. And our opponent is mulling down to 5. And keeps at 5, which could be a good sign. We'll start with the Marsh Flats and pass. Opponent goes with a basic forest into Utopia Sprawl. So I'm actually going to fetch a basic swamp here rather than the Godless Shrine, since this looks to be a Ponza style deck. And we get an Orzhov Charm there, which allows us to get Martyr back if we so need to. Windswept Heath for our opponent. Seasoned Pyromancer. So yeah, if this is Tron, this is actually the best possible mana suite we could have kept. And I'm really happy about that. We will send out an Emeria and pass from there. I would rather Emeria get blown up than one of our basic planes. Klothys. And a tap Stomping Ground. Do I take 4 damage here, or do I gain 9 life? Let's actually start cracking pack here. I'm going to let that come in. Maybe that's a mistake. Seems less so with a Serra. What we can do this turn is activate Martyr, Orzhov Charm it back, activate it again. And that might actually get us to Serra. Let's see. That's 12, gets us to 27. Yeah, that gets us to Serra and then some. They exile their own Glorybringer from their discard. Discarding a Glorybringer seems rough. So we will activate here to gain a bunch of life. And then Orzhov Charm it back, and then block and activate again. And that allows us to get Serra on the battlefield next turn. Now they can bolt us here and stop that. I guess they would have to double bolt us. Klothys only deals 2 damage, so they need another spell to stop us from doing Serra things. Ghost Quarter for us. I don't hate the Ghost Quarter here. Part of me wants to blow up the basic forest, but I think at this point they've kind of reached their critical mass of mana that they need, so there's not really a purpose to it. And they create some tokens. Gotta imagine they shock us here. And they do. Do they have a bolt to get us down? Really don't care about a Magus right now. They'll pillage our swamp. So in response to that, actually, do I even care right now? Let's just float it. Yeah, they can't attack, so they still have to find a way to answer Serra, and then we can path the Magus. They're down to no cards in hand. This seems like our game to lose. Crucible. Okay, so now I kind of want to path the Magus. Just because of Crucible. So let's attack. And then let's play Crucible, play our Swamp, and pass. So 2, 4, they can attack for exactly 6 here and shrink Serra out of the air. They will take Orzhov Charm and shock us. And they swing with everything. We'll pass Magus here. Serra will still fall out of the air here, unfortunately. But I'm not too upset about that. We get a Marsh Flats, so we're going to just play the Marsh Flats out of our graveyard here. And then I guess we can leave Serra up and kind of see if they do anything about that. We can always path our own Serra to get more lands for Emeria. But that's the game plan now, is to get to Emeria mana. Usually these decks run a few too many basics for us to really crucible them out of the game. And that is 5 damage coming in, so we'll go down to 21. And we'll fetch ourselves down to 20. Oh, 19. Math is hard. That's 6 damage. I missed one of the elementals, I suppose. Another Orzhov Charm. Doesn't do us a lot of good right now, if I'm being honest. Let's get in for our measly little 1. We do have to find a Martyr eventually here. Otherwise we're in trouble of just being slowly whittled out. 6 damage is a 3-turn clock right now. Actually, it might be a 2-turn clock if we keep fetching. Let's see. 4. Yeah, no, just barely a 3-turn clock. Oh no, that's a 2-turn clock now. Okay. So a little bit of nervousness there, but a lot we can draw to get out of here. Path doesn't really help us. The only way Path would help us is if we had something in the graveyard. So Klothys is actually doing work by taking stuff out of the graveyard. So we'll leave Serra up here, so we can block their 2/2. And they'll get us down to 9. Oh no, they're actually out of stuff here to get us down. Another Magus. We have another path, so that's fine. I wouldn't mind a Wrath. That would be wonderful. We're drawing a bunch of stuff we just don't need, really. So, let's see. I actually don't know how that would work. I think if we fizzle it, it would stop the Colossus from pinging us, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to do it now. And then path the Magus when they attack with it. They do have a Lightning Bolt. So we'll have to path the Magus now. Shenanigans. And yeah, I guess we'll path the Seasoned Pyromancer as well. Because they have stuff where they can shock us now, so doesn't really matter if what we Orzhov Charm. Let's see if it fizzles it, though. Now I want to know. I must know. It does. It does fizzle it. Wasn't sure, but so we go down to 5. We're dead to a Lightning Bolt, unfortunately. Can we get a card that gets us, that saves us here? Heliod does not save us. Heliod does not save us unless we top deck Ballista next turn. And even then, yeah, we're just dead. Thanks, deck. Just drew a bunch of useless stuff. Purge is pretty strong here. Let's also bring in. I like Purge. What else do I like? Do I like anything else? Kambal is just okay here. I guess another Winds of Abandon doesn't hurt. We can take out the Cleansing Nova there. So let's take out a Cleansing Nova and We'll take out one Sorin, because Sorin is bad against lightning bolts. Let's actually take out both Sorins. Sorin is just really bad against lightning bolt. And that gets us down to 60. There's a part of me that wants to take out all 3 Sorins and keep in the Cleansing Nova, but I don't think that's the best call. This hand is fine, but only because of that bevy of Celestial Purges we have. We've got a basic, so the only way this goes wrong is if they just really relentlessly pillage us, but they can't do that till their turn. I guess they can do that on their turn 3. We'll see. Ponza's a wacky deck to play against in a lot of ways. Godless Shrine. They put a basic forest into play. Utopia Sprawl on the forest. And pass to us. So now we play the game of leaving mana up so we can do things with it. So we've got the combo, we just need to get to 6 lands now. I'm going to leave this mana up, though, just in case they play Magus. There's a good chance they play Magus here. And I want to be able to go get black mana. Bloodbraid. Into Bolt. Let's go get our black source. I guess in hindsight, maybe we should have gotten the extra white. Interesting. I like that Winds of Abandon. Let's purge. Yeah, let's purge. Probably should have tapped the Godless Shrine, but that's okay. Windswept Heath for our opponent. Into the Clothis, which we can exile with Purge. We'll put this Godless Shrine into play tapped. And from here, we kind of just have to start working towards Ballista. And they sack in response. Shock it in. What's the game plan there? Ah, okay. Utopia Sprawl. Begging us to draw a Ghost Quarter here. Bone Crusher Giant? No. Glorybringer? Ooze and Bone Crusher Giant. No, Ooze and Magus. Okay. I like drawing Martyrs. They can pillage here, and then we're in trouble, but... And there it is. I am not very good at playing against Ponza, unfortunately. Let's see what we top deck here. If we can top deck our way out of this. It's not looking great for us. I guess any land we draw, we can just Ballista away the Magus. I'm not happy about using Ballista that way, but it is what it is. They have no cards left in hand, so all we got to do is get to 6 lands, and we can Winds of Abandon. Path doesn't help us. Path does not help us one bit. They can start eating things. I guess they can't eat things as aggressively as they probably want to with Scavenging Ooze. So we'll take 8 damage here. Bone Crusher Giant is pretty big. I hate when people make me stall on my upkeep. Ghost Quarter. So the only way this can go one of 2 ways. We cast this, it gets bolted, and then we kill the Magus. Or we cast this, it doesn't get bolted, we block Bone Crusher Giant, and then kill the Magus. Alright, alright. So we'll block. What happens when Bone Crusher becomes blocked? Target of a spell. And they'll Exile Ballista. That works for us. As long as they don't have another Magus, we're fine. And even if they do, we might be able to just path our way through that. They're going to pump up their ooze quite a bit to try to kill us. Crucible is quite the draw. Crucible works really well for us here. We do have to worry about staying alive. Oh, and they'll eat our planes. Okay. I mean, Scavenging Ooze is really good like that. They'll eat all of our lands. Okay. Well, you're telling me what to path here. Should have pathed beforehand. Darn. That, man, I am just not very good at playing against Ponza, huh? Alright, well, let's continue the game plan here. And try not to die to a bolt. Huh. Yeah. 1 card left in hand for opponent. If it's a bolt, we're dead. It is not a bolt. If they draw a bolt, we're dead. We probably will have to Winds of Abandon that Bone Crusher Giant, unfortunately, and still be dead to a path. Top decking a Martyr here would be fantastic. Please? Godless Shrine gets us close, actually. So I think I do still Winds of Abandon that Bone Crusher Giant, and then cast Serra to start not being dead to Bolt. Oh no. I forgot that that happens. I am so bad at playing against Ponza. This is just misplaced city. And we still may find our way out of it. If we draw a land, we can gain some life. But we're going to get bolted here. And we're really bad at playing against Ponza. What a gross, gross, gross series of misplays, I suppose. Woof. Really woofs. Big woofs. See you in the next one. Woof.